Uh, I want to give you an update what's going on lately. Tomorrow is a very important day for me. Tomorrow is my 1 year anniversary since my surgery. A year ago, a day like today, I was in my house, completely freaking out because I didn't know what was I getting myself into. I wasn't sure of this was going to be the path that I was going to take. As if you have had the surgery, you probably have the same fears and concerns that I had. What's going to happen to me? Is this really going to work? Is this going to be hard? Is it going to be very difficult? Am I going to be able to succeed at this? And it was all this nervousness and excitement all at the same time. And today, a year later, I am very close to my goal. I'm 150 pounds, which puts me literally at the verge of my goal. I want to be 140, 130, so it's about 20 pounds, give it or take. So, what have I learned in this last year? Well, I did a little post on the um, uh, Facebook page, which I am a member of and founder. And it was really interesting because as I was sitting writing this thing down, I realized that I'm a very different person today than I was a year ago. I'm a confident person now. A year ago, I was the girl that used to sit in the corner in places. I was the person who used to stand in the back when there were pictures being taken. I didn't go out. I didn't have a social life. But most importantly, I was a person that was completely full of self hate and shame. I was a person that people used to say, and I remember I said that on my first video. And I was looking, like, sort of like reminiscing. I was looking at my first video. And the first thing I said, and I said that in my video, was like, everybody used to say to me, "Oh, you're such a pretty person. You're such a beautiful girl. If you only lost some weight." And, all I wanted to do back then was scream from the top of my lungs, like, "Oh, really? I'm fat? Really? Oh my God. Really, I need to lose some weight? I'll get on it right now. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it." Not realizing that when you say that to a person, you break their spirit a little bit. And my spirit was being broken every day. Not only because I was what people were saying to me, but most importantly, what I was saying to myself. I was telling myself I was a worthless person. I was telling myself I was a failure. I was telling myself, "Oh my God, you're just not even worth anything." Um, a year ago, I will go into a store and rarely did, but when I did, I will go to the store and I will pick something cute to wear and I will go into the dressing room and I will try it on and it will not fit and I will sit there and I will cry because I was really sad and ashamed that I couldn't go to the store and pick up a nice dress because I wanted to go out that night. If I wanted to buy an outfit, I needed to plan that because I needed to buy it online because I couldn't find clothes that fit. Because I was in that border where I was too big for regular clothes, but too small for big people's clothes. I was like in a 16, 14, 16, maybe an 18. So what happened is when a big store, especially here in New York, I don't know how it is in other parts of the country or wherever you are, but here in New York, like the big store, department store will run out of those small size, the 14, 15s, and 16s relatively quickly because everybody wanted to pick it up. So you need to like plan and make sure that you were there when those new things came in. I was a person that did not know what the inside of a gym looked like. I was a person who was living to eat instead of eating to live. You know what I mean? Like, I have learned a lot about myself. In this year, I have done so much that I sometimes surprise myself. I realized that today I am a gym rat. I am that girl that I hated. It was that girl who was like with her gym bag in the train, and after work with her workout clothes, going to the gym and working out. I'm now, and I realized that yesterday when I was at the gym, A woman came up to me at the gym that she used to see me all the time, like in the last year. And she came to me, and I didn't know who this woman was. I never met her. She's not a friend. She's a person that works out at the gym. And she says, I have to tell you something. I have been seeing you in a long, here. And you look amazing. Because I remember when you started. And I'm the person now that women at the gym walk out and ask, walk up to and say, I was like, I'm sorry, what are you doing to lose weight? I mean, what is that workout? Do you have any tips that I can do? I was like, I'm the person people ask for tips for at the gym. Get the hell out. you know, I'm the girl that walks into a store now and she knows exactly what her size is. And she goes and she picks up a size 16s and she puts them on. And she doesn't need to go to the dressing room and try them on. And she might have to go to the store and return it again, but not because the size are too small, but they're because they are too big. You know, I'm the girl who walks with her head held high now. I have no shame. I am not ashamed of myself anymore. And that to me, it's worth every single day at the gym. And it's worth every single sacrifice that I've done. You know, I'm the girl who run races. I'm the girl now that instead of thinking about, food, I'm online looking for races to do. I already signed on for my second 5K. I'm the girl who mark my words. Mark my words. I'm telling you right now. Today's what? Today's June 3rd. Mark my words. I am going to run a half a marathon by the end of this year. There you go. And by next year, I am going to run the New York City Marathon. That is my ultimate goal. I am going to run the New York City Marathon. I'm going to rock those 26 fucking miles like there's nobody's business. And if I'm the last person crossing that finish line, it does not matter. The important thing to me is that I can put that goal and I know I can do it. I can do it. I can walk down the street without shame. I can get in the train. I remember something very vivid that happened to me a week before my surgery. And I remember when this happened, I cried like nobody's business. I walked into the train, and teenagers can be really cruel lately, So I walk into the train, and there's a seat available, you know. And before, when I used to get on the train, I used to gauge where can I sit so I won't be squeezed in or I won't be bothering the person sitting next to me. I don't want to be that person that people don't want to sit next to because they don't want to be squeezed in. So I walk into the train and there's these three teenagers standing there, three girls. And one is sitting down. Two of them are sitting down. One is standing. I don't know why she was standing. And this woman gets up and I go to sit in the seat where she's at. And this girl stood up and said, I can't stand the smell of burgers and french fries. Fat people should be all wound up and put in an island on their own. And I knew exactly why she was talking. She was talking about me, And now I get on the train and I don't fill out an entire seat in the train. I literally, there's space. When I sit down, there's like space between, me and the two seats next to me. I'm the small one, the other day, I mean, things happen to me now. And it's shocking to me sometimes when things happen like that. I went out with some friends the other day, and we were sitting on a cab, and there were like five of us in the cab. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. There were four of us in the cab. And I remember that I sat on my friend's husband's lap because they were like, I was the small one, and they're a little, they're not fat. They're just like, regular. And I remember I sat on his lap the entire time, the whole cab ride. And then I'm so self-conscious that I sometimes think that, I'm not small by any means. I'm still 150 pounds, but compared to 30 that I was a year ago, it's an accomplishment. So I'm like, are you okay? Is this okay? He goes like, Shut up. You weigh 2 pounds. I don't even feel you in my lap. Stop stressing out, you know. And it is an awakening. And I said it in the post today. Underneath all that fat and all that unhappiness and all that frustration was this woman here sitting in front of you, you know. And honey, I'm not flying, I'm soaring, you know. It's just, I feel fantastic. And one of the best decisions that I have ever done in my entire life was walk into Dr. Silverman's office and do it. Just did it. By any means, it has not been an easy process, especially the last couple of months, because I thought that by now I would be at gold. You know, I thought that by my 1 year anniversary, I was going to be 115 pounds. You know, but you know what? If I don't lose another pound, if honest to God, if I don't lose another ounce ever again, this is my victory. This is my victory. This is my victory. My victory is being able to cross my legs. My victory is able to walk into a store and buy regular clothes. My victory is having my niece hug me and say, Dia, I can hug you all around now. Before I used to go like this, and now I can go like this, and I can hug you all around. My victory is having my mother telling me she's proud of me. My victory is able to walk into my doctor's office and my doctor tells me, you are insane because you a year ago had high blood pressure, borderline diabetic, sleep apnea. Um, you were on the verge of going over. And now you are the epitome of health. You have no problem whatsoever. You are running on a brand new engine. So I wanted to share that. This is a very long video, but I don't think I'll be I would be here at this position where I am if I hadn't had some people keeping me accounted for. And some of those people are you. You know, the people that have commented, the people that have told me and encouraged me. So I want to thank you because you guys have been really good to me. But I also want to thank my girlfriends. And those girls from our group, Telany and Jennifer and you guys, those girls are my heart. And these are people that I have never laid eyed on. They have never spoken on the phone. I have never met them in person. But they are my soulmates. They're my cheerleaders. They're my sisters in war. And they have kept me real. They have helped me and they have given me friendship. Look at me crying. They have given me friendship and they have given me love. And for a girl who never experienced that, who didn't have friends, who didn't feel lovable, who didn't feel worthy of anything, having those girls love you because I feel they do and understand your struggle and give you their love and their understanding, it's worth $1,000,000. Actually, it's worth more than that. It's priceless. It's completely priceless. So, I wanted to thank you all for giving me your support. I wanted to tell you that if you haven't had the surgery, please do it. If you have had the surgery recently, trust me, in a year from now, you're going to be seeing yourself in the mirror and you're not going to recognize the person in the mirror. Like, I don't recognize the person I am today. But the person that I am now is the person I was always meant to be. And I'm really happy for my decisions. Another thing that I wanted to tell you guys is that it is not an easy process, but it's a worthy process. Keep your mind open, keep your heart open, and work hard because everything with hard work, you can actually accomplish it. And I want to thank you, and I love you. Bye. And oh, I'm gonna have a piece of cake today for my anniversary. Just kidding. Bye.